weekly forecast video for the indices for the Quasidb service for the week beginning the 9th of August. So this news came out and it kind of coincided with a dump in gold, whether or not they're related. You could possibly speculate that there's some good data coming out of America, and if the Goldman Sachs can revise China down by a large margin, then it's possibly it's going to be potentially quite bearish for gold. And I'll show you a gold chart in my FX video. This one's just going to be on indices. So it's looking quite bad for Q3, but they say Q4 is going to be a lot better. But yes, it looks a bit bearish for yellow metal. So I'll just show you the indices. This is S&P chart and the trading station 2 on the market scope. So this would have been a sell signal, but what's happening, because they're going long, if they short it, it's going to be a buy. So it looks like it's going to repeat this. So if they went long, okay, admittedly it fell, which would be typical, but then they sold it, and it kind of came up a little bit. And so this was the sell, which you would have missed potentially because it is still quite early at 7 a.m. So there was the sell signal at the crossover. And if they sell it, then it's going to become a buy. So there was the trigger there. Okay, so dynamically potential sell, but you don't want this to come down and cross the 21-day, the moving average. If it continues to come up, this is going to fall, and it'd be a good trade if you called it, and your stop would have been, just above that high, and then you probably move your stop ahead of entry and let it run. Remember, the big picture is that we are risk on because we know it's green, and it's the retail guys are very short. However, if they go long, then it's going to be bearish dynamically. We are a little bit skewed as well, so we probably want to avoid the 20%, 80%. We are okay because we're not below 20%. We're 21.96. So there's the buy. You see, there's the crossover, and then we had a crossover, and another crossover, and we had one here. So this happened 2 hours ago, maybe 3 hours. The crosshair should be better on the terminal. I must admit, I'm used to the MetaTrader 4, so ideally there would be the sell. I think that candle. So that's S&P. So potentially dynamically a sell, but you don't want that to cross the 21-day. Okay. So that's that. Let's have a look at DAX. And I guess I'll just wrap up the video. I could show you gold actually. So there's the sell. It didn't quite cross, chopped here, and there was the buy here. That was the clean crossover. So you would have done well if you caught that. 15577. Yeah, so that's quite a nice move. So that's the buy signal. Didn't quite negate the buy. That did chop, which would have been awkward, and that wouldn't have been a good scenario. Nearly crossed over, and it looks like we're going to get a sell, which is going to be interesting. We are skewed at 18%, so it's possibly a little bit too. It's gone too far on the sentiment, and it needs to come up a little bit because the bears have to get paid, and that's just how it works. So dynamically a sell, but the big picture is buy. Okay, so you would be fighting the risk on flow by selling it, but we could potentially be seeing a little sell indication there. So just a quick one there. I can cover Dow Jones or NASDAQ or anything that you want. Just let me know. I'll quickly look at gold because I did talk about it at the very, very beginning. This one. So let's have a look. So yeah, this chopped a lot. So there's the buy. Yeah, there's the buy. We had the crossover of the 21-day. So if they sell it, it's going to push price up. So it's quite naughty. They're probably looking at this and thinking, wow, this looks like a good short. as did I. I did attempt to short it, but it got out very, very minimum damage. It was like $2. So yeah, they are selling it, and there's the buy signal on the crossover. Okay, so be careful. And 1762 was the level of interest because it was the body of a harmonic, which I can show you now. So there's X, A, B, C, D. There's B, right? So we go above that, we're going to be above this diagonal and have B support. And the sentiment is actually indicating buy. All right, so be careful. I'll do the FX video now and then the cryptocurrency one after that.